In short-term rentals, control is the real competitive advantage. Control over your bookings, control over your guest experience, control over how your business grows in 2026. Lodgify gives rental operators the tools to build direct booking websites, automate guest communication, and manage every channel from one platform without adding complexity. This is how rentals stop feeling reactive and start feeling more intentional. Skip Daily Briefing listeners get 20% off any yearly or bi-yearly Lodgify plans with code SDB20, available through March 2026. Details are in the show notes.
Welcome back to the Skiff Daily Briefing. It's Tuesday, February 3rd. I'm Sarah Dandashy, and this was a busy weekend. So let's go ahead and get into today's topics. First up, AI agents are starting to network with each other, and travel booking is the obvious next lane. A new platform called Moltbook is essentially a social network where only AI agents can post, comment, and interact. Humans can observe, but we're not part of it, which honestly is probably healthier for our self esteem. But Andre Karpathy calls it chaotic, and he's not wrong. It's messy, it's spammy, and it's still early, but the underlying signal is important. You're watching autonomous agents share information, coordinate behavior, and develop their own little norms. That matters because these aren't just chatbots, they're moving towards being doers. And a lot of this is powered by OpenClaw, where agents can download skills, basically plugins that teach them new tasks. Today, that might be email triage or making dinner reservations, but tomorrow it could be plan my entire trip with the agent comparing flight options, checking hotel availability, weighing loyalty perks, and choosing what fits your preference without you clicking through a dozen tabs. Now, here's the travel industry gut punch. Once a book travel skill becomes widely adopted, the defaults inside that skill will shape who wins. Which brands get queried first, which sources the agents trust, which loyalty benefits get treated as meaningful. So the competition shifts from ranking on search to being embedded in the decision making tool. The takeaway: the next distribution advantage may be less about being the loudest brand and more about being the default brand. Second up, warm winters are squeezing ski resorts, and snowmaking isn't a real cure. Aspen One says snowmaking and glacier covers are temporary defenses, helpful but not a fix. Resorts are investing in cleaner energy, electrification, and efficiency, but the bigger issue is that winter itself is becoming less reliable. Vail Reports reported a steep early season drop in skier visits, and broader signals from NOAA and U.S. Environmental Protection Agency points to fewer snow days and more volatility over time. Even International Olympic Committee projections raise long-term concerns about venue reliability, including for Milano Cortina 2026 and beyond. The bottom line is that you can make snow, but you can't manufacture a stable winter season. And our final headline: Marriott CEO is reshaping the company to stay closer to the customer and the planning moment. Marriott International CEO Anthony Capuano outlined major shifts, pushing harder into midscale, modernizing legacy brands, simplifying operations, and growing non-room revenue with smarter add-ons during booking. So think spa, golf, dining, and experiences. But the bigger theme is customer ownership. The old idea that hotel groups control the stay and therefore control the customer is getting challenged by banks, travel portals, and AI tools that sit upstream in the planning stage. That's why Marriott Bonvoy is being positioned as more than points. It's meant to be a reason to start your trip planning inside their ecosystem, not someone else's. The final takeaway: travel brands aren't only competing on rooms anymore, they're competing to be chosen before the search even starts. Well, that's it for your Skiff Daily Briefing. For more, head to skiff.com. And for the show notes and more episodes, be sure to subscribe at skiff.com/daily.